Good morning, Gospel. I have some exciting news to bring you today. We are planning on reopening our services on June 7th, which is next week. We have been told we're essential by the President. We have decided that it's time to start after long consideration with the deacons and meeting together. We've decided that next week we'll go back to our normal service. We have some things that we'd like to talk to you about. We're going to start in 3 stages of opening our service. Stage 1 begins next week. I've got some things I'd like to explain to you on how we're going to do, how we're going to act as we come in, and some things that will try to keep us safe. We're going to do the 10:45 service only. We won't have any small groups. There'll be no Sunday school. It's just going to be the main worship service. The doors will be opening at the church at 10:30. That way we won't be having to hang around for any length of time. So plan on being here sometime after 10:30, but before 10:45. And we'll be able to come straight in, go straight to your seat in the auditorium. There are some changes to our service. There will be no children's church. There'll be no nursery provided. Those things are a ways off. I know that causes a hardship for some of you, especially you with children, with the children's church. Here's what our plan is. If you go into the auditorium, we are going to open that back wall that goes into the fellowship hall. We will have some tables set out there for you so that the kids can come and color or draw, bring them toys. We understand they are children. We understand that they will make noise. It's okay. We don't mind. We are going to ask that you sit with your family at those tables. Don't let the kids interact too much. I know that's going to be a hardship, but we'll try to keep them at your own table so that they can stay safe. The auditorium itself, we will make sure that we are social distancing. The chairs will be set up so that we can maintain at least a 6 foot, probably more than that. We have the room to do that. So we will set those up. We're going to ask again that you sit with your family and try to stay away as much as possible. I understand that there's always the desire to shake hands and hug people you haven't seen for a while. We're going to ask you not to do that. Wave at me from across the room, whatever you need to do. But we're going to ask that there'll be no handshaking and no hugging or those kind of things. We will not be supplying coffee, water, donuts. If you want those things, you are more than welcome to bring them with you. We are not going to do that. We just don't want a lot of hands in that area. We will be having hand sanitizer throughout the auditorium, throughout the church itself, and you are welcome to help yourself to the hand sanitizer that will be out there. The other question that's been asked that we've kicked around is the idea of masks. Are we going to require masks to be worn? The answer quite simply is no, we're not going to require that. We are going to recommend that masks are to be worn. I'll be honest with you, I probably will have mine on until the time to preach. But you are more than welcome to wear them. If you come to service and you feel like you want one, we will have some here available for you, but we will not require you to wear a mask. Some things that we're going to ask of you. We will not be taking temperatures as you come in or anything like that, but we are going to ask you this. If you're not feeling well, please stay home. We just, as much as we'd like to see you and worship with you, it's just the safer thing to do for you to stay home if you're not feeling well. That includes a cough, a temperature. You've heard these things for the last 2 months. You know exactly what we're talking about. So please stay home if you're not feeling well. If you are afraid, you think it's too early, stay home. It's fine. I get it. Okay? We're not going to put any pressure on you to be here. We want you safe. We want you feeling comfortable. Watch us on the website. It's fine. Stay home. That's okay. We are going to ask you if you are in one of the groups that are in danger, whether you have a pre-existing condition, over 65, and you don't feel safe, stay home. We want you to stay home. We do not want anybody to get anything here at the services. So again, please don't feel that you've done something wrong if you decide to stay home. We understand. Hey, send me a text message. Tell me, hey, we're praying for you guys. We're watching you, whatever. We'll pray for you. You pray for us, okay? If you become ill while you're here at the services, if you're just sitting in the middle of service and you're listening to Pastor Chris sing and you begin to get sick, I understand that feeling, but if you begin to do that, we're going to ask that you excuse yourself, leave the service, get away from everybody as fast as you possibly can, just to keep everybody safe, okay? We'll make a phone call after the service. We'll check on you. We'll make sure that you're doing okay. And the last thing that we're going to do probably is this. As we dismiss our services, rather than just allowing everybody to go at one time, we'll probably dismiss by section, and we're going to ask that you leave your section and go straight outside. Don't stop. Don't talk to anybody. If you want to have a conversation with somebody, do it outside. We have a large parking lot, and we are going to ask that you do your conversation outside to keep everybody safe. That's the things they're going to ask. A couple other things that we're going to do to keep you safe. We promise that we are going to we are going to wipe down everything after every service through the week. We'll make sure that when you come into the auditorium every week, it has been cleaned, it has been wiped down, it has been, we'll use the bleach, we'll use the sanitizing wipes, we'll get everything clean, ready for you to come in. Also the chairs, we are going to cover the chairs and the tables, and we'll make sure that the coverings are all washed and ready for the next week. The tables will all be covered fresh so that we won't have anything left over. We're excited about this opportunity to come back. We're looking forward to it. It's been a long time. I hope you're able to join us and be with us again next Sunday, June the 7th, 10:45.